Here we are, Mrs. Wilson, and there's my teacher. Hi, Mr. Mackenzie. I brought my pet gerbils today, and I also brought one of my neighbors who may get some gerbils for her little girl. Mrs. Wilson, this is Mr. Mackenzie.
How do you do, Mr. Mackenzie?
How do you do, Mrs. Wilson?
I hope you don't mind my coming along with Judy this afternoon.
Not at all. We're glad to have you here. We always enjoy sharing our show and tell time with parents and neighbors. Judy, everyone is here now. Would you like to start and tell us about your pets?
Well, everybody, my 2 pets are called gerbils. Their real name is Mongolian gerbil, and I think they're great fun to have. They're very friendly. That's one reason it's good to have more than one. They like to have company.
Do you have to feed your gerbils any special food, Judy?
Well, gerbils mainly live on seeds, grain, and grass. You can get a specially prepared gerbil food at the pet store. We also give our gerbils fresh vegetables every day. And they like bits of bread, sunflower seeds, crackers, cookies, potato chips, and raisins.
I heard they like to nibble. Is that true?
Yes, they like to eat a little at a time and seem to eat all day. And you mustn't give a gerbil too much food at one time. It can spoil and make him sick. Judy, do you give your gerbils much water? Well, Kathy, gerbils can go for a long time without water, but this is only if they have lots of fresh vegetables. My gerbils have fresh water all the time. If you look in their cage, you can see a gravity water bottle, which is just a fancy name for a bottle turned upside down with a stopper and tube.
How often do you clean the tube and bottle, Judy?
Every week when I clean the cage, I also wash the tube and bottle and fill it with fresh water. Gerbils need such a little bit of water that a full bottle lasts so long you can leave them alone in your home for a week and they'll still have enough to drink.
Judy, I can't get over all the knowledge you have about your pets. You must really love them to have taken the time to learn so much about them.
Well, they're really like a part of the family now, Mrs. Wilson, so I wanted to know all I could about them to make sure they're healthy and happy. Say, have you taught your gerbils any tricks, Judy? Oh, yes, Kathy. My gerbils are very smart and gentle, and once they trust you, you can train them easily.
And how do you do that?
Well, it's a good idea to first offer your gerbil a treat in his cage. Never reach in and suddenly grab a gerbil. He'll only get frightened and dart away. Talk to him. He'll soon get to know you and the sound of your voice. Then pick him up. But watch him. They're very active fellows, and he could squirm out of your hand in a second.
Do you ever let him out of the cage?
Yes. My gerbils love to roam around. They're very curious. But I have to watch them carefully so they don't get into any trouble. After they look around, I call them by name, and each time they come, reward them with a treat.
And that's the way you teach a gerbil his name?
Right. And you've got to be patient. That's what the man at the pet store told me. Patience. And go over each trick until he performs it correctly.
I'm sure their attention span is short, Judy. So I guess you shouldn't spend too much time on a lesson.
That's true, Mr. Mackenzie, and I'm careful never to squeeze him too hard or let him fall on the floor. Gerbils are hardy, but they can get hurt. If you whistle or chirp, you can get your gerbil to come when you call. And after he learns that, it's easy to get him to run up your arm and find a treat you've tucked in your pocket. Gerbils love to play, so I make learning kind of a game. And you must never punish him either. He just won't understand you, and he'll become frightened.
I can't wait to get my daughter a gerbil for her birthday. And Judy, I hope you'll teach her some of the things you've learned. You certainly know how to take good care of your pets.
Tell us, where is the best place to buy a gerbil? I may surprise my family tonight with a new pet.
We got ours at the pet store in our neighborhood. We got everything there we needed. And the owner, Mr. Green, really told me a lot of important things, like how to tell a male from a female.
Thank you, Judy, for bringing in your pets and teaching us so much about gerbils.
gerbil for a pet. Well, a gerbil is so friendly. He's the very nicest pet that you can get. You can pet him, he is gentle. You can teach him how to do most anything. I adore him, I care for him, 'cause I know just what to do. I am lucky, oh so lucky, 'cause I've got not one but two gerbils, two gerbils, two gerbils have